Well, for more on Thailand's political situation, we are joined by Patrick Jory, who's Associate Professor in Southeast Asian History at the University of Queensland. Professor, thank you for your time. I'd like you to start by giving us your reaction to Mr. Pita's suspension as an MP just this afternoon. Technically, we know he's still allowed to aim for the top PM job, but what are the viable remaining options on the table for him now?
Yes, look, unfortunately, I don't think things are looking good for Mr. Pita. I think there are already a couple of signs. Firstly, the fact that he lost the vote to be proposed as the Prime Minister of the country due to opposition from the military-appointed Senate. But also, I think the fact that the Move Forward Party weren't able to manoeuvre to have their choice as Speaker of the Parliament. In the Thai House of Representatives, the Speaker is very important because he has a major role in what legislation is allowed into the House. So we could already see a couple of defeats for the Move Forward Party. We have to understand that the Move Forward Party, their agenda is quite radical. As viewers might know, they're proposing something which is, within the Thai context, is a real red flag. That is to amend the lèse-majesté law, which forbids criticism of the monarchy. They're proposing to end conscription and to reduce the size of the army, which, of course, the army would generally oppose. They're proposing to end some of the monopolies that distort the Thai economy, which also affect, major interests. So there's a lot of opposition from powerful places to move forward. So in some senses, it looked kind of inevitable that Pita would be obstructed from becoming the country's Prime Minister following the election in May.
And if he does fail in the second round of voting later today, Mr. Pita says he will let coalition partner Thai nominate a prime ministerial candidate. It's likely to be a 60-year-old property tycoon, Srettha Thavisin. What are the chances, you think, of Thai leading the government, and will that bode well with the military-backed Senate?
Yeah, that's a good question. Look, I think there is a very strong chance that Thai will be the party that actually organises a new group of new coalition. And I don't think that Move Forward will be part of that coalition. I think it's quite likely that Move Forward will invite some of the conservative parties to join a new coalition, perhaps the Limjaroenrat party, which is actually a lot of politicians from the Thaksin side of politics used to be in the Limjaroenrat party. They jumped back to the Thai party before the election, or the Phumjai Thai party, which actually originally broke away from the another Thaksin party back in 2008. So I think these two parties and some of the smaller parties would allow Thai Thaksin's party to form a more kind of conservative coalition, which I think would be acceptable to the military-appointed Senate, and I think they could have a good chance in forming government. The question is who would be Prime Minister. Srettha has a good chance, although perhaps there are others who might be considered. General Prawit Wongsuwan, who's the head of the Limjaroenrat party, is another contender. I can't predict that one, but I think it's very likely that the Thai party will be the party that is in the box seat to organise a new coalition government.
Can I just ask you about Srettha Thavisin? How do you suppose the people who are currently outside of Parliament House, rooting for Pita, think about this particular possibility? And honestly, how much longer can Thailand afford to drag this prime ministerial uncertainty? It's going to delay, a lot of things. It's going to impact Thai people and the country standing around the world. What do you have to say about that?
Yeah, that's a good question. Look, I think, as we know, Move Forward has a lot of support. It won 38% of the vote. It won 32 out of 33 seats in Bangkok. And as we know, Bangkok is really, they make or break governments. It has support, unlike really the Thaksin parties in the past, support amongst the urban middle class in the developed areas of the country. I think they did well in Chiang Mai, in Phuket, the southeast seaboard. So if Pita as looks likely, doesn't become Prime Minister, that these people are going to be very disappointed. But I think we have to understand that the Move Forward Party, for the Conservative establishment in Thailand, is seen as a very radical party. And I think they feel they have to do whatever it takes to keep them out of government. And for that reason, I think that, as you say, Seta from the Pheu Thai party, the Thaksin party, has a good chance of becoming the next Prime Minister. Don't forget, Thaksin's parties, they have won every election until this one for the last 20-odd years. It's a formidable political machine. Thaksin and Pheu Thai, they are still a very powerful political force. But what would be very interesting, I think, to see if this comes about, that would be a kind of a rapprochement between Thaksin's party and the conservative forces in Thailand. They've been at war, really, the political war for the last 20 years. But because of the threat that Move Forward poses to the Thai establishment, the conservative establishment, I think that has enabled the Pheu Thai and the conservative parties to, rethink the possibility of getting together to form the coalition government.
And very quickly, Professor, if the MP and the Prime Ministerial story does not pan out for Mr. Pita, what's his future?
Yeah, look, that's another good question. Look, I think his troubles may be just beginning. I think there's a chance that the Constitutional Court may ban him from politics, as they have done to many politicians who seem to threaten the establishment, as they did to the former leader of the Future Forward Party, the predecessor of the Move Forward Party, that is Thanathorn Juangroongruangkit. So things could be very difficult for him, and perhaps even some of the leading figures of the Move Forward Party. They may feel that these people are just too dangerous. They'll need to kind of move them from the political scene. There's even a possibility, maybe less likely, that they will dissolve the Move Forward political party altogether because, as I say, the threat that it poses to the conservative establishment.
Let's see what the day brings. Thank you very much for all your thoughts and your analysis and insight. Patrick Jory, Associate Professor in Southeast Asian History at the University of Queensland. Good to see you.